So children, in the previous videos I have posted you the digestive system of the man and how the nutrition takes place in the man, and what are the types of teeth present, and what are the types of salivary glands in the man. Okay, in this video I will explain you about the digestive enzymes, where from the digestive enzymes are producing, and what are the glands responsible for the production of the digestive enzymes, and where are the glands located, and what are the enzymes they are producing. Okay, so the digestive enzymes, as I already told you, that at the time of the mastication of the food in the mouth, that is in the bolus, the carbohydrates are digested by the action of the salivary amylase, which is also called as ptyalin. So the whole process takes place in the mouth or in the buccal cavity. So in the mouth itself the digestion of the carbohydrates takes place. The macrocarbohydrates are converted into maltose. Okay, next the food, that is bolus, will enters into the pharynx, and from the pharynx it enters into the esophagus. From esophagus it will enters into the stomach. So the whole process takes place by the peristaltic movement of the muscles of the esophagus. Okay, so now the food will enters into the stomach. So in the stomach the partial digestion of the food takes place, that is the microorganisms which are present in the food will die by the action of the gastric juice, which consists of the HCl. So the gastric glands present in the stomach will produce the gastric juice, which consists of pepsin. So it acts, this pepsin will act on the proteins present in the food and convert the proteins into peptones. Next, the next part, the food, that is partially digested food in the stomach, is called as chyme. So that chyme will enters into the next part, that is the small intestine. The first part of the small intestine is the duodenum, which is a C-shaped or U-shaped structure, which is having connection with the liver and the pancreas. This liver and pancreas will produces their secretions, that is hepatic duct and pancreatic duct, both together will form the hepatopancreatic duct and will enters into the duodenum. Okay, so the specific character of this hepatopancreatic duct is the duct is not having any enzyme. It is not having any enzyme, but it is very important for the digestion. That I told you, that is emulsification of the fats, right? So the hepatopancreatic duct helps in the emulsification of the fats, means it will act on the fats present in the food and converts into fatty acids and small fat globulets, that is small micelles. So bile juice produced by the liver is having no enzymes and it will act on the fats, that is called as emulsification process, and convert the fats into small oil globulets or micelles. Okay, next pancreas. Pancreas produces the pancreatic juice. This pancreatic juice will enters into the duodenum. So in this pancreatic juice it consists of the enzymes, that is amylase, trypsin and lipase. Three types of enzymes are present in the pancreatic juice. So the amylase will act on the pancreas, will produce the pancreatic juice. So the pancreatic juice is released into the duodenum, which is the first part of the small intestine. So this pancreatic juice consists of three types of enzymes, that is amylase, trypsin and lipase. So they will act on carbohydrates, proteins and fats and convert them into maltose, peptones and fatty acids. So carbohydrates will converted into maltose by the action of the amylase, proteins are converted into peptones by the action of the trypsin, fats are converted into fatty acids and glycerol by the action of the lipase enzyme. Okay, so children, you keep it in your mind that the juice which is not having enzymes is the only bile juice. Bile juice is not having any enzymes, but it is very important for the digestion because it will act on the fats. Okay. Next one is the peptones, that is proteins are converted into peptones. The peptones are broken down by the action of the intestinal juice, which consists of the peptidases enzymes, and these peptones are converted into amino acids, and by the action of the intestinal juice, the intestinal juice also consists of another enzyme, that is sucrase. So by the action of this sucrase enzyme, the sucrose is converted into simple glucose. So here, up to here, the complete digestion takes place in the small intestine itself. Whatever the food is present, it will get completely digested here, and the food which is not digested and which is not necessary for the body is sent to the next part, that is the large intestine. There the absorption of the food takes place. In the large intestine, absorption of the food takes place, and then the undigested food is sent to the next part, that is rectum. So it is stored temporarily in the rectum and is expelled out through the anus regularly. Okay. So like this, the digestion is completed in the man. Okay. So this is about the digestive enzymes.